Right, Shalom. It's Brother Kaya, and I'm back with another sit down, man, to edify the elect of Israel, man. Preferably first, and starting with those people who also seek the throne of grace, man, boldly. But prior to getting started, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rikakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the icons that's pushing around the globe in truth and sincerity, and to the true icons push on, man. And as we have known that this have been deemed the year of Karagma, man. Also, we're coming with the year of Karagma. You could liken this unto them too, demonizing the men of the Lord, man, because we are the ones that's basically sprawling the elite's agenda by speaking on the things that they intend to do before they do it, man. All right, that would be so-called be a what? To what we would call in this society a rat, you know. But it's not in a sense. Why I want to say it's not in a sense, it's not, because there's a difference between actually telling the truth about a wicked about someone with wicked devices and desires to kill the very people that's of your own lineage, versus you just basically versus you being knowing this, man, and keeping your mouth shut, man. It's going about the agenda as if you was the people that's planning the attack on them, man. You know? And that's why we got to make ourselves, that's why we stand bold and make ourselves as lions in the face of adversity, man. As a face of those who shoot at the secret and perfect. I mean, shoot at the perfect and secret. But what we're doing is we fucking up their whole agenda, man. All right? By telling them what's coming to pass, man. And they marvel at the men of the Lord because they like, man, how they understand, you know, our devices like that, man. But it goes back to being spiritual, man. So as the men of the Lord, even though with all these things going on in the news for us demonizing the men of the Lord, the actual true men of the Lord, we gotta also understand that we gotta keep our spiritual barrier around us by doing what? Staying spiritual about it, man. Right? Because we know that they gonna attack us first. This is the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom. That's their agenda. First, they gonna make you do what? They gonna demonize you. All right? Make us look like the bad guys. After that, you know what comes next. All right? Let's persecute them, man. And that's the whole moral of the story, man. So we know that, man. So we got to be geared up towards this man agenda, man. You know, and let's get into it. Because we got to set our fence up, man. And our fence is the Mashiach, our Shah, man. You know. He's the one that's going to take care of us, man. He's our aid, our assistance, man. This Proverbs 19 and 11. It says, and this is what we got to focus on. This solely focus on what we need to do. We understand that they gonna go through with their agenda, even though the Father gonna overthrow it, right? He gonna overthrow all their desires, man, their heart's desires. But we gotta still understand what it is our job to do as exposing them what we ought to do, or what manner we ought to be in, that we don't expose ourselves, man. This Proverbs 19:11, it says the discretion of a man deferred his anger, because the discretion, when you go into that word discretion, that's a man's wisdom. All right. His understanding of, if you get angry, right? If you get angry, then it calls you to what? Relapse in your thinking or your thought pattern, man, which calls you to err off, man. Which and furthermore says that, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. You see, the discretion of a man deferred his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression, because the scriptures tell you to be ye angry, but sin not. You see, because it'll have you in a rage, and rage calls you, man. Rage calls you to air off, man. It calls you to go off. And are we upset and in anger about what this so-called devil is doing? Of course, right? But the Lord still tell us to wait on him. I mean, how can our anger, can it really compare to Yahweh Shai's anger? His vengeance? No. You see? So therefore, as being his spokesman, man, we got to also be sheep. We still sheep as followers of him. So we're waiting on his beck and call, man, till he raise us up to the prey, man. All right? So, like you say, we got to be spiritual maintenance, man. For lack of a better term, man. You know what it means, man? He go around maintenance and everything, man. So that's no matter what break, when you're a maintenance man, you gotta repair it. Whether you have knowledge in that field or not, you gotta come up with something, prayer or something, man. And I'm, using the analogy of a maintenance man, but we gotta be in the same as such, man. We gotta be in that same colonizing ourselves as men like that, man. Handymen with the spirit, knowing how to patch and band-aid the spirit, regardless of any arrows being shot at it, man. Or any wounds we receive through the spirit, man, because they trying to wound us spiritually by shooting at us, man. And that's the shots that they shooting at us, man, is not the truth. So what are they trying to do, man? Right? They trying to kill the spirit. The so-called white man, knowing he kill you, he wake you up, right? That's why they always use their agenda like, look, he's better to us alive than dead. Unless you completely against them, which are the men of the Lord, which are us, man. This Proverbs 6, and Lord willing. This video will be edifying, man. Through the spirit, it just had me do that, man, because I just noticed things when you're at camp, when you're on your downtime, when you're around relatives, when you're around 2/3, that you must have a spiritual limitation, man. All right? Not a spiritual, I wouldn't say a spiritual limitation, but you gotta you gotta know how to have the limitations and restrictions to your flesh through your spirit. Understanding that your spirit is your God and light, man. This Proverbs 6:27. It says, can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Right? All right. So there's a question here, man. Symbolically speaking, if somebody threw fire on you, right? Or in your chest or in your area or in your face, wherever, man. Right? And his clothes not be burned? So you telling me if you get set on fire, are you not going to be burned, screaming and hollering, man? If you put your hand over the stove by the fire, man, and put your hand in the fire, what you think going to happen, man? It says 28, can one go up on hot coals and his feet be not burned? Can you walk on hot coals like the Africans do for indicting a person into a tribe or whatever it is? I don't know. I don't have no idea of it. It's just you kind of see it on TV. You got to walk on hot coal and gobble on hot fire and whatever these other nations do, which is no concern to me. I could care less, right? But the whole point of the purpose is, can you go across fire and not be burned? So can you take upon a man on basically impersonating the men of the Lord and crucifying them and saying things that they not, so they could basically kill them or torture them, put them in prison houses? Can you do that? Can you do that as a man of the Lord? The Lord is asking him, man. Meaning what? Can you control yourself even though when Yahweh was taken up by the kangaroo court, he still didn't get out of his character, man. He still didn't lose his cool, man. He kept total control of the situation, man. And you got to be in total control of your environment at all times. Even when you think when you have thought to let the enemy think that he have the upper hand, even when you in shackles, man, with manacles on your hand and feet, man, will you then still remain spiritual? or where you go carnal, man. The hour is coming, man, is upon the men of the Lord, man. Especially with them demonizing us and sinning and things like that, man. We got to know how to counter it. This Proverbs 16 and 32. It says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. All right. So he's who's using wise, thoughtful counsels in his heart, in his spirit, man, is better than one that's mighty, who got nothing but military and all these all this technology to basically, disappear and reappear, and guns that turn a corner, man. It says one that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city, man. He that ruleth his heart, man, being temperance, man. Being in moderation, man, under pressure. Because we all know, man, pressure busts pipes, man. That's a lack of stability. Right? So we falling like lawn chairs at roaches and rats, man. Come on, man. How much more when this devil come upon us, man? With devices the eyes have not seen, man. Okay. Proverbs 25. And that's what it's all about. Like I said, this vid is directly pointing towards the elect, man, controlling their spirit. This Proverbs 25 and 28. He that had no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls, man. So that means you have no protection, no barrier, man. That means you're a man that would do anything. And if you saying that you're a man of the Lord and you signed up for this thing, man, then you supposed to know that your spiritual barrier is Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach. That's your backbone. That's your aid. That's your sequoia. That's who you're supposed to call upon, pray upon, man. Ultimately, Yahweh Shai being connected to the Father, who is the Lord of us all, man. Needless to say, we know it's coming from him, right? But the Father sent Yahweh Shai down here to be the sheep, man, that reconciler back to him. Through him to us, man. You see? So it says it's like a city that is broken down without walls. That means there's no watchman on the high towers. I mean, anything can enter in, man. Men of the Lord should only be wisdom, knowledge, and understanding entering in, man. The fruits of the spirit. That's what grows the spirit, man. This Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. It says, be not hasty in the spirit to be angry, for anger rested in the bosom of fools, man. Anger will cause you to denounce the name of the Lord, man, unknowingly, man. Right? Not having a thought pattern of good works. Understanding that what foundation you have built up, man. Knowing that this is our rock, which is this word. And this word is Yahweh Shai, man. Which ultimately was sent by our power, Yahweh, man. Con, that was all I wanted in that. This Psalms 37. All right, this Psalms 37 and 8. It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, man. You see? Don't let evil draw you in, man, reel you in, man, because evil is set one against the other for good. The Father set that there, man, for you to be great judges, to understand what's evil and what's good, man. Evil is really a blessing for the men of the Lord to know that exists, because that keep them balanced. You know, that keep them knowing what not to do. Because if you only know what to do and would not know what not to do, then you would be unbalanced. It says, and it reads, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth, man. So that's you know, that's what it is, man. Did I want to read that? Oh, no, I wanted 7 and 8. Salakin. This Psalms 37 and 7 and 8. It said 7. Rest in Yahweh and wait patiently for him. Yeah, suffer, make hard. Harden your way for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospered in his way. Right? Fret not thyself, man. Don't become weak-minded because of him that prospered in a way, man. Those who have the rule over you, man. Right? Be not conformed to them, man. Understanding that their world will soon come down. And it's coming down. With this video and many other videos that's going on right now as we speak, or throughout these years of history of speaking of the downfall of the white man, that is a bringing down of their society, man. It says, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass, man. Fret not because of that, man. Let not your mind, let not the things of this world weigh you down, man, for they temporal. It's temporal things. He got to come through with his plan because the Father have already signed, sealed, and of course he going to deliver it. It's the Lord's word, man. But the Lord also gave us a comforter, man. A spiritual barrier, man. Which I'm going to name this video, by the way. It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, man. Don't go up trying to fight against this man, man. We're not trying to fight you carnally. We already know the deal. We know the drill. Men of the laws know the drill. It ain't no pump faking. We not banding up arms coming at y'all in no kind of way. We gonna wait on our Lord. Our Lord gonna tell y'all ass up, man. And that's it. Is it? Point blank period, man. All right. Get Ephesians. And get ready to get out of here, brothers. Got a lengthy, but spirit. And these pages so little. All right. This Ephesians. It's a lot. It's Ephesians 4 and 26. It says, be ye not angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Neither give place to the devil. And the reason why I want to really get it for 27 because I mentioned 26 earlier in the vid. Neither give place to the devil, man. Right? Don't give place to the devil. Don't give him a reason to jack you up, man. A spiritual man understand I can't battle this force. This is a force governed by first Yahweh, which is governed given to Yahweh Shah, which is then governed by the spiritual demon Satan, man. Which is given down to the physical demon Satan, man. As we know, it's Edom Esau. That's on the planet Earth. And they all carrying out the will of the Father, man. Don't give place to the devil, man. Right? Don't give place to being deceived or being an adversary adverse to God, man. Meddle not with him that's given to change. And one thing about the devil, he is always given to change, man. Meaning he used different wicked philosophies and deceitful measures, man. To deceive you, man. To deceive the people, man. To deceive you of the word of the Mashiach, man. I mean, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. Don't go off. Don't let him corrupt you, man. All right? Get one move and get out of here. This Romans 12 and 21. It says, be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good, man. And that's the moral of the story, man. Right? Controlling your spirit, man. Understanding that the times we are living in is our salvation is nearer than we ever believe, man. So we're supposed to put the whole arm and the breastpiece of this book, these law, statutes, and commandments, man, and ride that wave, man, till the Father come get us, man. I promise you, he won't let us drown. He didn't let Peter drown, man, and we're in that same family as Peter, man. But with that, I hope it was edifying. And I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to them items that keep pushing out you, man. Guard your spirit, man. Control yourselves. Till the next time, I want to say Shalom.